What up, folks? Once again doing a video game review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the NES. Well, this is pretty much the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games to be released on like any console that I'm aware of, and it's kind of like loosely based on the cartoon series and comics, and I was playing a little bit in a few minutes. Like it's pretty much a one-player side-scrolling action game where some parts of it does have six stages in the game, and certain parts of each level you do like be in the sewers. And when you start the game, the first turtle you see is Leonardo, but you can use all four turtles. All you have to do is like pause it and select the turtle you want to use, be it like Raphael or Michelangelo or Donatello. But like when the game starts, there's like this overhead view that they start you off with. And once you go into a sewer or one of the buildings, that's where the side scrolling part of it comes in at. And you fight like different types of enemies that come through. And pretty much most of them are not found in the comic book series, and they're not found in the cartoon, which I don't know why like Konami did that for, but it's kind of like the only ones that's in the game that you remember from the comic books and in the cartoon series is the Turtles themselves, April O'Neil, Splinter, Bebop, Rocksteady, the Foot Soldiers, the Mousers, and Shredder himself. And you do find the Technodrome too. That makes an appearance in the game. Like outside of that, it's pretty much a loose adaptation of the turtles in terms of like enemies and stuff, but as far as like location, it's still set in New York City, you know. And one thing about the stages is that the second stage is the only one that don't have a boss to it. They have you like disarming 8 bombs that are set to go off up against a dam, and the swimming level where you have to disarm the bombs, you have to fly past different types of hazards. One of which is the infamous electric weeds, and once you like you have to rescue April O'Neil by beating Rocksteady. And once you finish disarming the bombs, you find out that Splinter himself got kidnapped, and you do have to rescue him also. And one thing about the game is that the turtles can be equipped with secondary weapons like throwing stars, three, which are separated into two types of throwing stars. The ones that you throw one at a time, and the other is where you throw three at a time. Then there's the boomerangs and the scrolls. But I'm not aware of ninjas actually using boomerangs as weapons. It's only spot that's known to use boomerangs were like people down in Australia. But anyway, these are like more like secondary weapons, and you can hold like up to like 99 for each weapon. And like the music you hear in the game is a, like a it's just something that you're not gonna find in the from the cartoons, like like Konami had like pretty much set up its own soundtrack for the game, which is not bad, but I wish it had like the theme from the show, you know. And the one thing that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game is known for is is the difficulty, and that there's like different spots that it's not necessarily go scratch your head, but you are gonna get frustrated at different parts. Like there's this one building where you go into and you got to go to the sewer portion of it, and there's this one spot where it's like you have to lightly tap the button because of like the platform is it's like too close together to really make like a high jump, like a where you have to push down really really hard. It's like really difficult to past that part. You have to go like a few times, like at least 5 to 6 times to really get it across that part successfully. Then you got to then you have to deal with enemies also because you have to jump from one platform to another. And if you get hit by one of the enemies after you make that first initial jump, you could get knocked back into the water and send you right back out inside. That part is particularly frustrating. And then there is the fourth stage. It like before you get to the third boss, not the third boss, but the fourth stage boss. There's these spikes that come towards you, and then this this pizza for health that's placed like on the right hand side, and it's kind of like nobody in their right mind is not gonna go. He's gonna go for that pizza because if those spikes touch you, it's a one hit death. And another thing is like the last two levels, which are the most difficult stages in the game. With the fifth level, you have to like find and fight the Technodrome, and it's like at least two or three sewers in that particular stage where the Technodrome is actually located because of course it's like an underground vehicle, and if you do find it, it is the stage will the stage won't be that long, but if it's if it's not in the first sewer that you went into, you have to go back out of the sewer and find them in one of the other sewers. But I think it's like three at the most. Not it's not like a lot, but it is like kind of a headache just finding and fighting the Technodrome because you got a lot of enemies in those sewers that they take a lot of hits, you know. And with the Technodrome itself, you have like the force field, you have the guns shooting at you, and the infinite streams of food substances that come out of that one port. And like one of the best ways to take everything out before getting to the Technodrome's weak point is to have like a lot of scrolls because the scrolls is the strongest secondary weapon you can get. So once you like do destroy everything, hit the eye, you have to go inside the Technodrome and and, and you have to like find Shredder and just and just get to Shredder is tough enough. And it's kind of like you better if you want to have a shot to fight beat the Shredder, you have all your turns have to be at full health, which is kind of on the impossible side. It's not. I wouldn't say impossible. It's on the tough side, but it can be done. Now, as of this video, I haven't beat this particular game, But if you find the shredder, you have to take them, pretty much either take them out with some scrolls or just use a Donatello. And once you beat Shredder, the game is over. But, yeah, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is definitely one of the toughest games for the NES. And I would say it is not like a complete turd fest or anything like that, but it's just known for its difficulty, like Castlevania, Battletoads, Ghosts and Goblins. It is a pretty solid game. I would say, far as a score, I would like give it an 8 out of 10. Mostly it has to do with the difficulty and the fact that the majority of the characters in the game don't even show up in the comic books and the TV show, the cartoons, like there's Frog in the game, Fire, like some fire dude, like a shredder looking robot, stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, outside of those two things, it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the NES is pretty solid. Oh yeah, and then one day I forgot to mention is that the Turtle Van you can drive fast in the third stage because the third stage is the biggest stage in the whole game as far as like you walking and stuff. So you definitely need the turtle van because there's a lot of these vehicles that you have to roll past, and you do get supplied with missiles and stuff because there's some not brigades, like barricade. It's some barricades that you have to take out to progress to the one building where you have to get to the third level boss. You know. Now, with that being said, if you have any thoughts about this particular game, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the NES, if you like it, if you want to talk about how tough it is, if you don't like it, mention it in the comment section. You know, don't forget to, um, if you like it, click on the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe. This is your boy Big Mike 5989 signing off.